quarter tonight as opposed to 48 hours ago. What was the difference?
They made some good shots. Drummond was obviously, he was a beast all night, but their bench gave him a great boost. I thought Stanley played great. Bikes off the bench made some big shots in that fourth quarter. Ish, his tempo, was very good. Tolliver played well. So as a full team, as a team tonight, they played very well.
LeBron, you guys have already faced a fair share of challenges this season. How does the Kevin Love injury rank with everything else you've dealt with?
It's a huge blow for our team, obviously. Anytime you lose an all-star or you lose anybody, any part of your crew, it's a tough blow. We already limited in our bigs anyway, so we even get a lot smaller now. So, but at the end of the day, we hope for a speedy recovery for Kev, and he get back on the floor as soon as he can. But it's a tough blow for us.
You guys found out at halftime, I think, that what the injury was. What
we found on the court.
What kind of impact does that have in the moment when you find out what it is?
It sucks. It sucks big time. There's nothing you can do about it. Obviously, it's injuries is a part of the game, and it was just unfortunate, for our team, and obviously with everything we've been going on as of late, with our ball club, just trying to figure out, how we're gonna play every night, our different lineups, and getting everybody into the flow. When you have Kev go out like that, he's gonna be out for quite a while, maybe 2 months. It's just tough on us.
Yes, we can. It sucks. He's a big part of this team, and it just got to be next guy up mentality. And as a collective group, you gotta bring what Kevin does. Not just one guy's gonna bring what he does, because he's such a special player, an all-star caliber player. So it sucks, but injuries happen. I'm just glad it's not anything like worse, and he's out longer than he needs to be. But we just got to hold the fort down until he gets back, and that's the plan.
Building momentum has been so hard for this group because of injuries or whatever reason. Have you learned anything from the things you've been through as a group thus far that you can maybe apply now in this situation?
You just got to keep pushing. This season's a marathon. It's not a sprint. There's injuries are going to happen, and you gotta be ready for them. Like I said, collectively we have to bring what he brings to the table. Not just one guy is going to make up for what Kevin Love brings, but we got to do that as a group and come together even more, and just keep pushing.
You think finding out when you guys did that have an immediate impact, deflate or however you might describe that?
It hurt. He's a big part of this organization. Anybody going down was going to hurt. But to know that it was something serious, we thought he was. I didn't know what happened, so I thought he was on his way back. But when we came in here and they told us, it was like, man, we just wanted to make sure he was all right mentally. And we just gotta keep pushing. It's gonna be tough, but we gotta figure it out, and there's no excuses.
Ty's told us that there's a chance you can play on back-to-backs now. Do you have any inkling as to what you'll be able to do tomorrow?
No, we'll leave that to the training staff.
Isaiah, you've been through so much. What would you tell Kevin? What do you want to tell Kevin?
Just keep your head high. Mentally, it's bigger mentally than physically. He's had injuries before, but he just got to stay connected to what's going on with his team and continue to rehab, and whatever he got to do to get back as soon as possible, but be smart about it, and I know he will. So.
You personally, where do you assess on a percentage basis where you are now?
It's hard to say. I'd probably say 75, 80%. I don't have anything I used to have right now, and I know I will at one point, but it's just a process that I got to really be patient with myself, set little small goals for myself to reach, because coming back, I just want it all right now, and that's just not realistic for anybody that's been out as long as I have, and to have a leg injury like I had. So I just try to stay positive and just keep pushing. That's the only thing I can do, and keep working every day to get better, because I know one day soon it's going to go. I'll come back, and I'm going to be the player that I've always been.
We've talked about, Isaiah, your shot being short sometimes because of your legs and all that. What else do you notice when you're talking about how you're not where you were or want to be or used to be?
You could just see how I'm playing. I'm not confident out there as I usually am. I mean, it's a process, getting confidence back mentally and physically in your body and being able to do the things you used to do. And my body's not allowing me to do that yet. And I mean, I talk with the trainers every day, and that's just going to happen. They knew that. I'm ahead of schedule. If you ask George, he would have wanted me to play in April. He would have wanted to sit me out even longer, but I was on his head about it, and I just wanted to continue to play. And each day, take baby steps to get better. I mean, I'm putting no pressure on myself at all to be that player I used to be, but it will come, and we just wait.
It's not on the same page. They're a well-coached team, and Jose and I were talking. We've been in the league a long time, and these games when like a coach gets fired, just a bunch of guys get traded, everyone just plays free of mind. I think for us, we just weren't on the same page defensively, and then. As far as Kevin goes, man, it's a tough break, man. He's been playing some damn good basketball for us, and the guy's been, just a workhorse this year for us. And I think, you can't ask one guy to be like, oh yeah, now go average a 17 and 11 or whatever he's averaging. So I think all of us got to step our game up. All of us got to make sure that we're, getting our rest, doing what's needed, because our rotation goes down a little bit more, and guys are going to get put in different situations, so we have to be more attentive and, more focused and ready to go.
How do you guys digest news like that while you're in the middle of a game and in the middle of a competition?
You just chew on it for a little bit and you say, okay, but things happen. It's around. It's a hand. It's not a knee. It's not a foot, and it's his offhand. So it could be worse. It could be worse. And Isaiah Thomas used to always tell me it could be a lot worse. So it could always be worse. And I think for right now he's in good spirits. He's going to be good. He'll be nice and rested for the All-Star break.
I guess we'll start with the game. 68 points in the paint and 27 fast break points, but it felt like a lot more than that.
Yeah, especially when they had 16 in the third. I thought, we didn't guard tonight. We got to be better. One-on-one, taking the challenge. They heard us on one play in the first half. We kind of adjusted to that. They didn't do it in the second half, but just one-on-one defense. A lot of blow-bys. So, we got to be able to help, but we also got to get back out the shooters. But we just didn't sit down and take the challenge one-on-one tonight.
What can you tell us about Kevin in his hand right now?
Just know he's out. I don't have a timetable. When it rains, it pours. And Kevin's been great for us all year. And to lose an all-star in the midst of what we're going through is tough. But, next man up, got to be ready to play. But, I feel sorry for Kevin after having such a hell of a year. So,
did you get to see him since he went out?
At halftime we saw him, yeah, but I haven't seen him after that.
How are his spirits then?
Down. And, it's just part of the game. You hate to see anyone get injured at any point in time of the season. And now he's got to rally the troops, and, we got to have his back till he gets back.
Do you know how it happened?
No, I don't.
Well, I guess did it deflate them?
I think so. A lot of guys are asking what happened. We went to the back, and then we got to the story in the news. A lot of guys disappointed, but I don't know what to tell you.
Well, this has been a tough year for a variety of reasons. So how do you hold it together now when you lose a player his caliber?
Guys have to step up and be ready to play. Everyone has to play better. Have the coach better. Everyone has to be better. Especially when you lose a significant piece like that. So I'm sure the guys will be up for the challenge. It's going to be a tough task, but we can handle it.
To start the second half, do you think you could use that moving forward while Kevin?
I got to see. It was just like on a reaction basis. Jeff Green was sick tonight, so he couldn't really go. Had to get him out. So we just got to see. Got to go through and evaluate, and it might be one of these things now where just depending on who we play in the matchup, probably be on a matchup basis. So we'll just see going forward.
I know this is out of your hands, so maybe it's not fair to ask you in the heat of the moment, but does this team need to make some sort of move now before the trade deadline, given Kevin's injury?
I can't speak to that. I can just coach the guys we have. We got a great group. We know we have to be better defensively, for one. Give up 3 30-point quarters to this team who can't really score the ball that well, have guys out that's been traded. So, we just have to be better.
You guys cut it to 106, 104, like halfway through the fourth. And they scored the next 16. Happened in such a flash, but do you have any idea what led to that?
I got to see it, but I think a few of them turnovers. We had some, bad shot selection, which led to transition for them. And you let Ish get in transition with all the shooting, and Drummond's ability to be in the paint and roll down the middle of the floor, you're going to be in tough situations. So with that being said, just got to do a better job, like we talked about, taking care of the basketball, taking good shots.
Your back-to-back crew, Isaiah, Dwayne.
I don't know yet, Joe. I mean, have to see how those guys feel. What Steve said before the game, so I really don't know right now.
For Derek tonight was just a numbers thing with Dwayne.
Yeah, I talked to him before the game, and he's been playing so well. It's tough, so he was good about it. And when the guy's playing well like that, you don't like to see that. But he's all about team. He's all about the right things, and his time will come.